for a Saturday chit chat. Haven't done that for ages. I am cleaning my room and prepping for the flea market. I was supposed to go today, but it's raining, so that didn't happen. I'm going to be doing that with Ruth, and so I just decided I would chit chat for a while. I have hi Michelle. I have some bags, some jewelry that I had bought at the pound a while back. The big bags that are usually like 20 bucks a bag for the mixed jewelry at the thrift stores. And so I got them for like, I don't know, 3 bags for like $5 or something like that. So I'm sorting everything, putting it in Ziploc bags to make it easier. And a lot of stuff is tangled. To make it easier to so it doesn't get tangled again in the bucket. So I untangled it and then I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to put these in bags so everyone can, just be easier if they just want one or more than one. I'll sell them probably for like $1 a bag, pretty much. So I will more than make my money back on that because I have tons and tons of stuff here. So that's basically, and tomorrow's supposed to be nice, but today was like totally washout. So we said we were going to go to one flea market, and Ruth and I, and sell stuff, and Jack's coming too. And then when we saw the rain, it's like, no. See, I just put these in here already. They're tangly. It's like, really? So that's why I have these Ziploc bags that they're not Ziploc, actually. They're the fold over bags. And so those are really hard to use for other things. So I'm just going to put them in here. I actually got the bags out of the dumpster. And again, the fold over bags are, not as good as the Ziploc. So this way I'm just putting them here, put a little piece of tape on them, and make it easier for, people to... let me shut off my fan because it's kind of a pain. There we go. I know the light's probably not good. If I turn this, I'm afraid it's going to fall. Let's see. A little bit. There we go. So yeah, and then I've been prepping for destashing. I really got to get destashing this week, but I'm spending almost every day, and I'm trying to switch it up. So my daughter works for an agency that deals with adults with mental illness, developmentally disabled adults, mental illness, and things like that. And so not mental illness, just again developmentally disabled adults. And so she is now in administration, but she still does like respite, and so they had this. He's 27, 28, and so he's autistic, and he has ADHD, and just a lot of issues. But he's very he doesn't require constant care. He does everything. He has a job even. He got it on his own. He works at McDonald's, but he needs, supervision because he doesn't make good decisions and things like that. And, he's pretty smart, so he hasn't been able to keep a provider because can be very hard to deal with. And, so... he's had a rough life, and so he has a guardian, and but he hasn't been able to live with someone to keep a provider because he is, like I said, can be really, really difficult. So he's in transition. They're trying to find an agency that will take him and, you know, place him in either a home or, I mean, you know, a house with someone. I mean, he doesn't drive, so he needs rides places, but basically he cooks his own meals and, you know, does his own thing. So he's in transition. And Caitlin, you know, still does respite every now and then, so that she had the opportunity to take him. And but she didn't want to leave him in her house all day because she works, you know. So they said they would pay someone to come to her house and watch him and give him rides when he needs rides to go to work, to the doctors, to whatever he does. There's a friend's house or whatever. And so she asked if I would do that. Now, she had asked me while I was on vacation if I would do it when I come back, so I said sure. She said it was only going to be for like 3 weeks. And it's now, we're going on the 5th week. 5th week, yeah. And so I go to her house. Hello to everyone who's joining me. Let's see, make sure that I can see chat. Yes, I can. So anyways, I basically go there at 7 in the morning because she has to go to work around 7-ish. And get rid of that. I don't know why. There we go. So, and then she gets out at anywhere between 3 and 4. So, I have been going there almost every day. Jack kind of has been helping me out, so he goes so I can try to deal with things here. And so we kind of like switch off and on. But, you know, we'll give him a ride to work. Like this week, Kate, her husband, took a couple days off, Thursday and Friday, so I didn't need to go there Thursday and Friday. And then Jack went on Tuesday and Wednesday, I guess. And but one day he went into work at 11 o'clock. I left at 10:30 to drop him off at work, and then I was done. So, you know, it's not, and then another day he, you know, like go into work at 2, so I have to drop him off at, so I'm not there all day, every day. Some days I am, but basically now that he's working, he does have several days a week where he works. You know, goes in at 11 or 2 or whatever, so it's not quite as bad. So yeah, but it's hard for me to, you know, to try to do anything at home because, you know, so, but like I said, Jack has been taking up the slack and going over there and hanging out for the day. And so, it's going to be another, well, almost 2 months, because it's very unfortunate that he's so difficult to deal with. Hello? Hey, Laura. Yeah, I haven't done a Saturday chit chat for a long time, and it's a rainy day, and I'm here trying to clean my room, and I'm going to a flea market tomorrow. I was supposed to go today with Ruth, but it's raining, so it's yucky. So I said, oh, I gotta clean my room. Lots of stuff. I have so much stuff. I'm working on it. I'm really, really working to try to, you know, get better and to deal with stuff that I need to deal with that I haven't been dealing with. And you know, it's not easy, but one step at a time. You know, I'm working hard at getting my life cleaned up and my stuff cleaned up and everything. So, like I said, I was spending a lot of time at my daughter's, and but now, you know, Jack goes some days and stuff, which helps me to be able to stay here and get stuff done. And this Julie is really, so what I'm doing today, hi Elizabeth, is I I was cleaning my room. I have another bag somewhere too. I have a couple bags of jewelry that I had bought at the pound. You know the big bags of jewelry, you can get them at the thrift stores, and they're like anywhere from like 20 to 40 bucks a bag, and it's just mixed costume jewelry usually and stuff. You never know if you find something good in one of the bags, I guess. So anyways, they had it at the pound, and they were marked at $15.99, which is discounted because they're usually like 40 bucks in that store. And so I said, this can't be right, $15.99. They were in the case. They have a few things that they price at the pound, not many, just a couple things. I said, this can't be right. Isn't this by the pound? You know, this is not. And the kid's like, $15.99? No, that can't be right. So I bought 3 big bags of jewelry. He weighed it. It cost me $5. So I've had it sitting here for a little while, and as I'm cleaning my room, I found them, and I found this one, and I said, oh, you know, I am going to the flea market tomorrow. This would be a good opportunity to get rid of this stuff. So, unfortunately, it is tangled up a lot, so I'm trying to untangle it, and, you know, I'm bagging it up into little baggies, each thing, so it just makes it easier, so it won't get tangled, and people can just look at a baggie and, you know, decide if they want it. I'm just going to charge like $1 a piece or something like that, depending on how much they buy. If they buy a lot, I'll give them a deal. That's what I always do. So, and I'm also prepping for my D-stashes, which I hope to be able to start this week. I really am going to start. I sorted through a lot of stuff yesterday. Had it set aside, but I just hadn't really sorted through it. So I'm sorting through things, and should be ready to go maybe Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. Hi! Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about you. I am so sorry, but okay, I am, I've had a rough week. A lot of things have been going on here, and I apologize, but I'm going through stuff. I'm having my D-stashes, so, just keep reminding me. I really am sorry. Elizabeth, right? I'm so sorry, but feel free. Oh, awesome! Awesome. I'm so glad. So just bug me. Yeah, I know, but just I'm like I said, a lot of things. Been a lot of stuff going on. It's been kind of a rough week. Emotional week, but, you know, moving towards better things, improving things, and making things better, and, you know, dealing with things and stuff. So, but feel free, Elizabeth, to message me. Yeah, you know, it is Elizabeth, right? For the punch. I know there's another Elizabeth. I think you're Elizabeth. You said you were, I think. You know, I know. Oh my gosh. Are you in Puerto Rico or Florida? Oh, it's horrible. You know, yeah, it is Elizabeth. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. So feel free, Elizabeth, to really message me as a reminder on Facebook, or, you know, because I know we're friends on Facebook. And yeah, Florida. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then I know Puerto Rico's in a bad way, and I have a friend in Puerto Rico, and we haven't heard from her, obviously, and oh my gosh, you guys have been just slammed, and I feel so bad. Oh, this is so messed up. So, yeah, so I'm trying to untangle all this stuff because I'm gonna sell it at the flea market, Something's broken because something's flying off here. I'm going to sell it at the flea market tomorrow. A lot of people always ask for jewelry, and it's just costume jewelry. But if anybody's interested, as I get it, I can show you guys if you're interested in seeing what I have. And if, yeah. And not only do I have a mess here, I have a mess everywhere. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, I buy and sell things, and I buy and buy and buy and don't sell as much as I buy, unfortunately. And so I have created yeah. And then I have a friend, Dolly. Oh my gosh, I know. I just was talking to Jack how they're not getting any help, and that's not right. Why? Why are they not getting help? Why? I mean, this is all part of the United States. I know they're on an island, but really? Really? Mr. President, I don't care for, do something. Put your money where your mouth is, and you do have money. I'm sorry, I don't want to get into politics. I'm not going to do that. My opinion is not the same as everybody's opinion, and it doesn't matter. So anyways, okay, so this one is broke because it's got one string, but it's salvageable for crafts maybe, so I might just put that aside. So if anybody is interested in any costume jewelry for anything, if you want, I can show you, as I'm doing stuff, I can show you what I have, or if anybody wants just a bag of stuff, I can certainly make up a bag of stuff. It's good for crafting, or it's good for whatever, and so, I'm going to be doing destashes. I wasn't going to put any of this in the destash. Well, I'll see what I don't sell, but, as before my flea market, if you guys want anything, and if you like junk jewelry stuff, I say junk jewelry, costume jewelry, junk jewelry, stuff like that, let me know, and I can, you can look at stuff and say, yeah, I like that, and I can make up a bag for you or whatever. So I'm just like, you guys are, I just need to tell you how much I appreciate you guys so much. I came on here, and I just yeah, it isn't. It I could really, like, I don't want to do this on my channel, but I'm just very angry about that, and it's just not right. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. See, it's great that you can write that, because, the people that are on right now can see it, but they don't have to hear me saying it, because, it's very controversial. And I don't like to get into, talking politics, and my opinion, everybody has their opinion. So, but yes, I thank you for saying that, because I agree with you 100%. Yes. Yes, yes. You know, it's sad that literally people are dying because there's a way. There's a way to help them. There is a way. It's not, it is not impossible. And they need help, and they need it. So anyways, so yeah, I, like I said, I buy and sell, and I unfortunately have, and I'm gonna be, flat out as much as I can. You guys, I appreciate you guys so much. I come on, and I get 4 or 5 people already watching me, and for me, yeah, that's not a lot for some people, but that's wonderful for me. You guys are like, I just turned on, and boom, you guys are here, and I appreciate you guys like you know, you're just all so awesome. Um, yeah. Talking to you guys can be therapeutic too. No, you know what? Sometimes I'm going to tell you something. I just go, oh! Not necessarily always therapeutic. Um, it depends. Yeah, because then just get like, I'm just going to rip it apart. Get to that point. Um, so like I said, I have so many wonderful, wonderful people um, that are just, you guys are, you're here, and I appreciate you guys and more than you know. Yeah, you know, I'm sure. And so, anyways, but like I said, I just decided, um, so, oh, okay, I'm like going like in 50 million directions here, but that's the way I roll. So I am, um, going to the flea market tomorrow, but yeah, I was talking about buying and selling. So, I got into buying and buying and buying and not selling as much as I was buying. And so I um, am now realizing that I've, you know, bought too much and I have too much and it's taken over my house. And it's not good. And so I am working really, really hard at um, getting rid of things, either realizing that, they just don't have any value. It was just, I bought it just because, or whatever the reason, and that I have to say, okay, I'm done. You know what I mean? This is not worth, ruining my life over. And so I have redonated or donated a lot of stuff that isn't, like I said, isn't worthy of either eBay or destashing. And I'm in the process of really working to um, to get better and to you know just I need to work on a lot of things. And so nobody's life is perfect, and so I'll get there. uh yeah. It just, you get caught up in it, and I did. And so now i'm I'm doing a live stream. Say hi, Jack. No, I won't, but Elizabeth says hi, Jack. Um, so and the thing is that I don't. Okay, everybody says hey, Jack. So he walked away. For me, I never pay, and what it's worth. I Even what I paid for things, I don't. Have never paid full price or very much for anything. So for the most part, I if I sell one thing out of the whole lot of stuff that I got, or it depends on what it is, but like for instance, all the stuff that I had bought at the pound in the past, like this jewelry, for instance. Okay, so I bought this quite a while ago, and I bought 3 big bags, the big plastic bags, the way they sell them at the thrift stores, and I paid $5 for all of it. So, I can sell. I mean, some of this stuff isn't worth $1, but if I sell, even at 50 cents, if I sell 10 bags, which I'm sure that I can do at the flea market tomorrow, I can definitely make my money back. And the rest of it, then I don't care. You know what I mean? Some of it's junk. Yeah. So I have to look at it in that sense. If I was diligent, could I really get a lot more money for it? Maybe, But it's not about that. The money's gone, and it's about, at this point, just getting better and not, and just, cleaning up my life, cleaning up my stuff, my mess that I made. That's what it's about at this point in my life. And it's not, yes, I need to make money, but the money that I spent is gone. And so, whatever money I make now is, money that we put towards the things that we need now. You know? So like I said, it's not, you know, I don't honestly feel that I have lost a lot of money if I just really get rid of stuff, if I really, because again, for the couple of things that I can sell for, a few dollars or whatever it is, I haven't paid that much, so I've made my money back. So, and do I still buy things? Sure. Not like I used to, but when I buy things now, it's things that I'm 100% are, or they get listed right away, or, they will, go up. No, I'm not gonna, some things I can't, like I bought maybe a month or so, within the last month or so, I bought out another, from a yard sale, somebody that was getting rid of a ton of stuff. And so it was lots and lots of paper and things like that. And I got it for a phenomenal deal. So I have already gotten rid of some of it. I've already resold some of it. There were punches there that I didn't even know that I've already resold. And then the paper is actually going to get sold. Most of it, not all of it, but a lot of it, I'm going to sell on eBay, because this person, I believe, must have had some kind of store or something, because there's like 50, 60 sheets of each kind of paper. A lot of sports paper, like golfing and all that kind of. I almost have this all this one piece that I was trying to get out. It's like I'm on the last little thing to get it detached. So I looked up the comps on eBay, and people sell it for $1 a sheet. I have to take my glasses off so I can see. $1 a sheet, and they charge anywhere between like $3.95 and $5 shipping for one sheet of paper, and it sells. Lots of it sells. And so I have to bend this thing in because I can't get it out. So there we go. Got it. Yay! So that's the kind of paper that sells like that. It's really good paper. And so what I'm in the process of doing is getting. I was trying to figure out how to mail, ship one sheet of paper, and they charge $5 for shipping because it's not expensive to ship, obviously, because it doesn't weigh very much, but you have to either buy rigid envelopes, which are like 50 cents an envelope. I have looked everywhere. Or you can buy the poly bags, which I have, and are cheap. Much cheaper from Uline or whatever company you buy them from. And Amazon or whatever, right? So those are much cheaper, but you can't just mail it in a poly bag. You have to really, if you're selling paper for $1 a sheet, I mean, it doesn't seem, it's a lot to me. For some paper, that's not much. And then with, that much for shipping, you have to, you can't just fold it up. You have to put it in something that's going to stay really flat and not mess up the paper. So you have to buy the poly envelopes, and you have to buy the chipboard sheets. And that's not cheap either. The cheapest I found it for is like, I think I found it for around 30 cents a sheet. But, so actually maybe the poly envelopes will be better because you still have to put 2 sheets of, no, it's not 30 cents a sheet. It must be about 20 cents a sheet. You know what? Maybe the rigid envelopes, I'm thinking this out loud now, maybe it'd be better just to buy the rigid envelopes. Because with the chipboard, I have to put 2 sheets in. And if it's like 20 cents a sheet, that's 40 cents right there. I'm better off just buying the rigid envelopes. Maybe I'll do that. I'm thinking because it cost, so the sheet of paper is $1. Then you spend 40 cents, or 50 cents. I mean, on the low side, 40 cents for whatever you need to put it in the envelope or whatever, 40 or 50 cents, and then it's going to cost, because you have that, it's going to cost like a little over $2. I think, what's the cheapest, like $2.50 or something like that to ship it. So you've got $2.50. You've got at least, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be trash. So you've got at least $3, $2.50 for shipping, and then another at least 50 cents, 60 cents. So you have over $3 just for your shipping supplies and shipping. Well over $3. So like $3.50, let's just say. And then eBay fees. So the envelopes are free at the post office, but their priority envelopes are free. And I don't want to send it priority because that costs even more money. When it's less than a pound, like this is going to be, a couple ounces, I don't want to send it priority. I want to send it just regular mail. And I don't think you can, I don't know, I'm not aware that you can get anything besides priority envelopes for free at the post office. And the cereal boxes is a great idea if I ate cereal or anything that came. I don't eat really much that comes. Not enough to. I guess I should ask my daughters to save their boxes and stuff, because I don't eat anything like that. But I did. However, that I dumpster dive. So I did the other night, and I'm going to be more diligent about this, is looking in the dumpsters. And I did find a bunch of, I think, acceptable cardboard. It was just a cardboard dumpster, so it was not messed up or anything. But I don't want the really super corrugated cardboard. But this was actually pretty good cardboard. So I have to be more diligent about going to the dumpsters for the cardboard stuff. So that is a very good, that would save me right there. If I only had to buy the poly envelopes and I could get enough cardboard, then that because the poly envelopes are not, they're maybe a couple pennies for each one. So actually, yeah, I think I might put the word out to everyone, my family and stuff. Save your cereal boxes and save your cardboard. I just have to get my coffee. So actually, that probably would be, that right there would save me, even if it says 20, if I have to do 2 of them, I have to buy 40 cents, that's going to save me 40 or 50 cents a thing. So that's actually really good. I'm glad you mentioned that, even though I don't use them. I can find people who do. So I'm going to put the word out to friends and family. Please save me your cereal boxes and things like that. And then I will go to the cardboard dumpsters like regularly and just look for good cardboard. I can just go around doing that. That would be worth it for sure. So maybe I'll do it that way, and then I'll use the poly envelopes. So that's a good thought that I was always thinking I don't use, but that is a very good, this is really, I don't wear jewelry at all. That's actually really pretty. I don't wear anything, jewelry, makeup. So, yeah. I don't know where everybody went. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a Facebook message out to all my local friends and family to say, save anything that is, you know, big enough. Has to be, cereal boxes would be big enough because you could, you know, or a lot of boxes, once you open them up, they're bigger than 12 inches. You know what I mean? So, yep. I'm gonna put a thing out. Save boxes for me. I'll come and pick them up like every couple weeks or whatever, or once a month or whatever. And then I'm gonna go and find a bunch of stuff. Because that's the most expensive part, is the chipboard. And, you know, so it's not going to look as, you know, like, what do you call, uniform, because it's not going to have the chipboard, but so what? So long as they get their paper clean and intact, who cares? So, anyways, yeah, actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I can't go tonight because it's gonna stop raining, but I couldn't list anymore until the 1st, which is tomorrow, because my free listings were done with eBay. You get 50 free listings a month, and they're done. And I have been listing still and paying 30 cents a listing. However, it's on stuff that is, you know, if it's more than a $20 item, I don't care about paying 30 cents a listing. I mean, yeah, then there's all the other fees, but, you know, it's still fine. It's still not a problem to do that. So that's why I've been picking and choosing the things I'm going to list. I'm certainly not going to list my paper, even though I'm going to be, I didn't want to pay 30 cents to list the paper. So I can list it starting tomorrow, but I want to make sure that I have the right stuff to mail it. And I'm prepared to mail it just in case it starts selling, you know, like right away. So, yeah, I have like every sport, and there's like 40, 50 sheets of each one. So, I mean, potentially, I'm trying to think. So, if I sell it for $1 plus shipping, which is obviously, that's what I'm going to have to do. I don't want to charge $5 for shipping, even though that's what some people do. I just can't, you know, that to me is, so if I charge like, I think $3.95 is the cheapest shipping, so the shipping will cover, if I charge $3.50 for shipping, I don't want to cut myself too short either. So no, if I charge $4 for shipping, that will cover my shipping and the cost of the things. So I'm just trying to figure, my profit should be around, maybe, I mean, I should make around 70 cents, I think, a sheet, which is really phenomenal. Yeah, and that I want to do too. Okay. Yeah, and that, you know what, there's some some paper that I wanted to sell in, you know, like I have like, um, it's running, you know, marathon, you know, running, um, paper, sports paper to do with, and I have golf and things like that. So let's just say the golf paper. Yes, I'm gonna take them, and put like I have maybe 5 or 6 different patterns or whatever, you know, different paper related to, you know, golf. I have like 5 or 6 different patterns or whatever you want to call it. So I could take like, you know, one of each and sell it in a lot, and then still charge. I mean, I would still charge like $4 or $5 shipping, and then hold on. Um, oh, I have so much pain too. That's another thing that's so, and I could charge like, you know, $5 for 6 sheets of paper, and still do very very well with that. Um, so I just got a thing. It means an eBay question, but I don't want to go to it because if I do, I may lose you. So yeah, so that's another way that I can sell. You know, put out, you know, multiples with 5 or 6 sheets in each one, and then also do multiples with individual, and I can see which way I do best. You know, so, and that would definitely, because basically the shipping is going to be first class, even for 5 sheets of paper. I don't believe is going to be any different. I think it's like 1 ounce to, I forget how many ounces, is the same exact price. And so, you know what I mean? Basically, 5 sheets of paper is going to, or 6 sheets of paper, or whatever, is going to cost me the same as 1 sheet of paper. It's not going to be any different. Because like I said, the weight is like, I forget how many ounces it goes up to that it's the same price. So, so that's definitely, you know, something that I'm going to do too. So I want to get that listed, the paper listed this week. I'm going to see how much, but I want to be prepared to ship it because I have to make sure that I have enough, you know, have all the right cardboard and stuff like that. I don't want to, just in case it starts selling right away, you know, I want to make sure that I have enough supplies. I have a bunch of poly envelopes. I know I have enough to get started. So I'm going to order some more of those. Because those are cheap. I mean, you get like a few hundred of them for, I don't know. I don't remember. It was so long ago that I ordered those. But they're like $20-$30 for like 3 or 200-300, maybe even 500. Who knows? They're just, those are, the cost of those are insignificant. So either way, if I can sell the paper, even if I go down to 75 cents a sheet, I'm still, when I consider how much I have, how much I bought. I mean, I walked up to this yard sale, and it was in a barn, and I went there specifically because they said, it said it had scrapbooking stuff. So I walked up, and I saw the boxes of paper, and I kind of like just barely flipped through them. And I saw a bunch of other stuff, and I know. So I said, okay, this is the deal, I said. And it was a gentleman. I don't know if it was for his wife or who it was for. And I said, I want all of this. I want this, all of it. He said, all of it? I said, yes, I do. And he said, oh. And I mean, I said that within like 2 minutes of walking in there. And so he said, oh, so how much? And he said, well, last weekend, and somebody was interested in the paper, and she was asking $200 for everything. So he said, how about 150? I said, how about 125? He said, how about 135? Okay. So, I just knew. So, when I didn't, like, know totally until I saw everything. I started going through everything. Just the paper, in and of itself, I mean, literally, I could make, if I can sell it. I mean, nothing is money until it's sold, you know what I mean? If I can sell it, I can make, $300-400 at least just on the paper. And I'm hoping to be able to sell. How do you know if something is real, like as far as jewelry? Does anybody know that? How can you tell? I mean, I'm sure this is all costumey, but I don't know. It's like has a little. How can you tell if that's like real gold? It's very light. It's probably not. I don't know. I don't know anything about stuff like this. I just don't want to give something away that's worth, something. So yeah, that's just on the paper. Then when I was going through the box, and I've actually already sold, I sold like a big bunch of stuff. Some lady wanted some stuff, and I put some stuff together for her. She actually was looking at something else that I had for sale on Facebook or whatever it was, and so she expressed an interest in a bunch more stuff, and so I got like I sold the other stuff for 20. She gave me 90. I got $70 already, and that was mostly all the stuff from this person that I sold her. So I already got $70 from that stuff. And then I have I didn't even realize that underneath there was some cards and envelopes and things like that in this one box. And again, I hadn't really looked at everything, not that well, and so when I pulled up the cards and envelopes, there was just a small layer of cards and envelopes. On the top of the box was filled with punches. It's like, oh my god, yeah! Martha Stewart punches, McGill punches. I have one of them on eBay for one of the McGill punches, because some of the McGill punches go for, yes, priority envelope. Okay, so if, okay. So priority envelope would cost you, one of the, like Tyvek, are those 12, the envelopes, they're not 12 inches for 12 by 12 paper. So you sell paper. You're the person to talk to. You sell individual sheets. You're the person to talk to. Because I haven't sold like that before. And, the thing is about shipping, I have had the unfortunate... Hi, Dana. I have had the unfortunate two occasions of having packages be lost. One of them was a package I sold, a D-Stas package that I sold, and they still have not found it. I had shipped it while I was on vacation, and 2 packages to the same person, and I didn't buy the extra insurance, even though the package sold more than the $50 that was the priority mail is insured for. I've never, ever, ever had an issue. 2 packages. One package got to the destination, went directly from, this is weird, directly from, I was in Virginia when I mailed it out. It went directly from Virginia to the destination, no problems. The second package went from Virginia to Texas. I said I gotta clean my room today because it's a living mess. I gotta go through my clothes and I gotta, get rid of stuff. I'm really paring down and stuff. And so then I came across, oh, these are Mickey Mouse things. Oh my God, Ruth would love that. Look at that. Okay, so I don't get that. It's like everything lately. Maybe the customer about not getting the package, or I'm confused. Oh my God, those are so cute. I'm confused about what that comment meant. Um, so the second package went to Texas during the hurricane and has not ever showed up. No, because there's tracking on it, and so it's been tracked. I mean, I've contacted the post office several times. They're trying to find it, and they can track that it went from Virginia, the main hub where it went in Virginia, went to Richmond. The first package went right directly to her. The second package, according to the tracking and what they say, and I even called Texas and everything, that post office, it went to Texas. And then Texas says, well, we sent it to the destination. And she said that Texas said they had the information where they actually had the thing that it showed that it did go, according to them, it did go to the destination, but it never arrived at the destination. It's somewhere between Texas and the destination. So the customer can't, because it's the tracking. No, but again, if the USPS tracking has no record of the package being delivered, and I know for well, obviously nobody knows for a fact, but this person wouldn't do this. She's a repeat, and she wouldn't do that, and there's no possible way that she would. She's bought from me many, many times, and I'm 100% trusting that no, she wouldn't say that she didn't get it if she did get it. It's just not even. And I know that some people would do that, but no, 100% confident that that's not the issue here. But like I said, if the tracking doesn't, I mean, the tracking would show that it was delivered. So could it have been delivered with the tracking not showing that it was delivered? Would it still not say it's still out to destination, that it's not delivered? I don't know. I didn't think so. I thought that, I don't know. I thought that USPS tracking was, I mean, I know the post office isn't, they're, I don't know. So, I can only go by what the people at the post office have, said, and they're confirming that it was never delivered. No. Don't have to sign. I didn't put a signature required. We even get stuff. Never had to sign. I mean, years ago I did, but I haven't had to sign, and I didn't put a signature required. I didn't. So, our mailman, we have a thing now because we have we have a sign on our door, on our front door, to leave packages on the back on the porch, because they used to just leave them on the front step, and we live on a very, busy street, and that's a big worry that packages are going to go missing. And so now they will come around. They know, because we've complained enough times, Um, yeah, exactly. And it doesn't. And I've contacted, so I filed a claim. Either way, you can file, if you have a package that you shipped out that wasn't delivered within, okay, so priority says 3 days. Yeah. So priority says 3 days. I don't know how many days, but if they don't deliver it within the 3 days, if, yeah, well, it shouldn't have, it went to Texas, and it shouldn't, Texas wasn't even anywhere near the route where it should have been going. However, it's not in Texas anymore. That's like a non-issue. It's so not in Texas anymore. Texas shipped it out to the destination, and it's in limbo somewhere in between. Oh my God, I'm still having so much pain. It's horrible. It's in limbo somewhere between Texas and the destination. So, anyways, this is an FYI that the post office told me. So let's say you ship out a package priority, and it says, I mean, I would never do this in any, but, and it says 3 days, it's just going to take 3 days to deliver it. I'm not sure but if they don't deliver it in that 3 days, you can file a claim. I'm not saying on the 4th day, okay? But I would probably say within 5 days or 6 days, if it's not there, you can file a claim. And they will, so you have insurance up to $50 or $50. So you can file a claim, and they will pay you the $50 because they didn't follow through with even though it takes 6 days, if you file that claim and, it hasn't been delivered. Again, I'm not sure what the cutoff is, 3, 4, you can't do it on the 4th day, I would imagine. I'm not sure. But they will pay that claim even though they deliver the package because they didn't follow through on their end of the deal. That's what they told me. Because I said, well, I'll file a claim, but I said, what happens if I file the claim and then the package shows up? And she said, that's on us, because she said we didn't deliver in the right amount of time. And she said, and that's just the way it is, she said. So I said, so if packages aren't delivered she said, yeah, if it says 3 days and it's not delivered, you can file a claim. Again, I would have to be sitting, at my computer all day looking at every single package I ship out. Oh, was that how many days? Which it's not, like you said, Dana, it's not worth, I wouldn't do that. It's just not worth that kind of hassle. However, 5, 6 days and it's not delivered, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure that I would, you have to really sit and, yeah. So the unfortunate thing is that I sold the package for $100. I only get $50 back. So I'm still working with this person on, obviously I'm going to pay her the full, or make up for the whatever. I mean, she's going to get the full amount of money, or I have another package that I'm going to see if she wants. I feel horrible. She's not getting what she paid for. And, so I will either refund her the full amount or yeah, I'm going to refund her, obviously. But right now, I'm still kind of like waiting to see what the deal is. So that was one package. A second package, this was like going on 2 months now. It was an eBay package. The second was an eBay package. And what happened with that one was that it was books. It was media mail. Legit media mail. It was a big box of books. And so, sold it for $125 on eBay, plus shipping, I think. Yeah, plus shipping. And so, I think it was. But anyways, so like 2 to 3 days after I shipped it out, and media mail is going to take a long time. 2 to 3 days after I shipped it, the guys, and he had bought other stuff from me. I had like a bunch of Scientology books. That's what it was, and and so Jack had them. He had bought them a long time ago because he just buys anything and everything sometimes. And I'm like, oh, let's just put these on eBay. So this guy had bought the first lot from me and said, do you have more? I'm like, I do. He said, well, I really want to buy them. I said, okay. So we agreed on the price, and I boxed them all up. And the first lot that I sent him actually took three packages because they were heavy and huge. So, but this particular, it was 2 or 3 days after the sale, and he said, I got your package, and it was missing some books. And I said, okay, wait, how could you have gotten my package already? And let me check. Oh my gosh, let me check. So I checked, and I said, your package wasn't delivered yet. And he said, oh, my bad, I'm so sorry. It was another package. So this guy, we looked him up. I don't know if has a Scientology, I don't know what it is, but his business is something where he buys and sells. He buys stuff like that. So I think he buys like all the books that he can get. So, all of a sudden, I get in the mail the label from the package that looked to me like it had been cut off. And because they do open, sometimes, they do open media mail to see if it really is media mail. Because, whatever. Because you can send something saying media mail and it's not. And, you can't. So they do have the right to, and I don't know how often they open, if they open it all the time. But anyways, so I got the label back, and it said this fell off the package. It didn't fall. It could not have fallen off the package. It was taped on there. Couldn't have fallen off the package. It just didn't make any sense. But whatever. So the package is separate from the label. My bad. I didn't put a packing slip in because I hadn't been doing it. I'm learning a lot of things. I'm telling you, I'm learning so much. So now every single eBay item I sell, I don't care how little it is, gets a packing slip. Takes 2 seconds. Everything I sell will now get an address information inside the package. So, anyways, it's been almost 2 months, and he's never said anything else to me. And I'm still I sent them pictures of everything because I obviously had all the pictures on eBay. Fortunately, I did, even though this was like an extra sale. He said, you don't need to take pictures, because I just know that, you told me what the titles of the books were. You don't need to put pictures on eBay. But I did anyways, just to cover my butt. I just took like 2 pictures, and I just like lined all the books up, because there was like 30 books or something. I just lined them all up, took 2 pictures. So it was pretty specific what was in the package. And actually, I'm wondering if this was 2 packages, and he received one and not the other one. He hasn't said anything. And so I'm still waiting to hear where this missing box is. And it's been since the beginning of August where this missing box is. So obviously if the box, if he asks me, I'm going to have to refund him. There's nothing. I didn't have insurance on media mail. So, I'm not gonna be at a loss. Like some people say, oh, I lost that money. Well, I didn't lose the money. I just will, Okay. I just will not have made any money. It's not like a technical loss because, I mean, I already made the money on the books from the first lot that I sold, more than, or whatever. But I'll just have to refund that money to him. You know, justifiably. I'm not going to. But he hasn't said anything. So I'm just kind of waiting to hear right now. I'm waiting, still waiting to see if they ever locate the package. And, you know, you know, and he, like I said, if he contacts me and says, I never got that package, well, I will refund him right away, you know, for sure. Because the eBay is not going to cover that. I didn't insure the package. So right now, when I ship things, most of my things, even though I have to spend a little extra money, I did ship something today from an eBay item that didn't go priority, but because I really couldn't, it didn't fit in a priority box and a priority padded envelope. If I would have shipped it in a priority medium flat rate box, I would have literally like not even made a penny because the cost of the item was, you know, it was not a lot, and so I would have lost, you know. So, anyways, but for the most part, I am shipping. Yeah, and you know, what's insurance cost? I mean, and that's another lesson learned. I'm gonna start doing that. What's insurance cost? A couple dollars. You know, depending on the value of the item, it's like a couple bucks, $2, $3 max, I think. I mean, the value, if the value is less than $100 or $100 and less, to buy the extra insurance. But with eBay on priority mail, instead of $50, I get $100 insurance because I'm a top rated seller. So, you know, that's with eBay. Unfortunately, I would have been insured for $100 if I had shipped this through eBay, which I had been doing in the past, but I would just print up like extra labels and stuff, like reprint or say I wanted to print another label, I'd actually ship through eBay. But then I have with PayPal, you can get a good discount with PayPal. It's the same discount. So I stopped doing that because it's like, you know, you can't ship any more labels on this one item. It was kind of hard because I had to change the address, and it was like, just not really working out well. So, like I said, I don't. But yes, insurance. I'm gonna start, you know, considering. Obviously, I'm gonna start doing a lot of things different. Look at this cute sweatshirt, pink. It's a what do you call? Pink is Victoria's Secret sweatshirt. I love it. So, yeah, I'm definitely changing a lot of the things that I do. I watch a video, a live stream every day, and it's Alabama Pickers. He does it, and because he sells, and there's like 4 or 5, him and, well, 3 or 4 other guys that come on and do the videos. They do a live stream, and then it goes to like, they connect with like 4 or 5 people. But they sell on eBay, and it's so informative. I love it. I've learned so much. Sorry. I don't want to knock my phone over, and this thing is gonna. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Just didn't want to knock my phone over. I have to push something. I have to get this box out of the way, actually. Okay, hold on. Because my phone cord. There we go. Did it. My phone cord is like connecting to keep my phone charged. Yeah, so anyway, so they do a live show every day, and it is so informative. about, you know, eBay selling. I've learned so much. These people make, their sales are like, 3, 4, 500 a day. They sell and make like 10, 12, $15,000 a month. Now that's not make. That's how much their sales are. Then you got to take out eBay fees and all that stuff. But they're obviously they have eBay stores, and they have like 2,000 plus items, you know, for sale in their store, like all the time. So, you know, it's do I want to get to that? Oh, I would love to be able to get to that. My hair, look at that. It's sticking all out. Because I took a shower and went to bed with my hair messed up. With my hair wet. So anyways, yes, I do. I would love to, yep. It is. It really is the dumpster, because I dumpster dive, and I don't go as often as I used to. But here's another pink sweatshirt. I get these at the pound. So anyways, I don't dumpster dive as much as I used to. Once a week now, basically. And sometimes it's not even once a week. I used to go like several times a week. But it is pretty crazy. Like, Ruth and I went the other night, and and so we went to a CVS, and it's near me, because she was in my area. She came over, and so we went to, and I had stuff in my trunk. I had my back seat empty, but well, I'm 56, and I am gonna dumpster dive as long as I can. I have a lot of pain issues. I have a lot. I have disc problems, and I have even though I had both knees replaced, I lost 150 pounds, and I'm gonna tell you, the pain is different. It's still pretty bad right now. It's gotten worse. I had both my knees replaced. They said that there could be a possibility that my knees they're loosened. The knee stuff is loosened. But I and the doctor keeps telling me, really, this is what you do. I can't get in and out of the dumpsters like I used to, like a year or so ago, because it's gotten really bad. But aw. So you did see me. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of a change, huh? Best thing I ever did. I'm just really frustrated that I still have this much pain and I've lost this much weight. I'm really sorry for it. It's so hard to have a disability, to have, things. I'm telling you. Jack has cancer. He's doing okay, but you just don't know. I love this shirt, but I don't think it's gonna fit. I have a pile of clothes that I'm addicted to clothes as well as other things. I love clothes. I'm gonna tell you, going from heavy to not so heavy, being limited in what when I was heavy, what can you're limited in clothes and stuff like that, to being able to say, oh, I can wear that. Oh, I can wear that. I love clothes. Love clothes. What can I say? But you know what? I don't buy them. I get them at the pound. I don't pay hardly any money for my stuff. So that doesn't justify. Oh, I know. I used to like. I never wanted to buy anything. Never. I hated it because nothing ever fit. Everything was now. Oh my god! I am so addicted. I just literally. I love clothes. Oh yeah. So did you have the I had where they took out my most of my stomach. Like they took out almost 80% of my stomach, so my stomach's really teeny tiny. Um, um, so is that what you had? Is that what you had, Elizabeth? Did you It's called the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I didn't have the band or anything like that. I chose to do it this way, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was just totally the right thing for me. But okay, so did you have the bypass then? I'm thinking. Yes, Dana. Oh. Yeah, okay, so right, with the bypass, all right, the cover of an ink pad fell off. With the bypass, they actually kind of like close off part of your stomach, and then the rest of it they don't actually take it out. Okay, long time. Mine was about 2 years ago. I think I'm going on, or I might be going 2.5 years ago. I don't remember anything anymore. And so have you kept off the weight? How has that worked for you? I was when I had one knee replaced when I was at my heaviest, and then the other knee within 1 year, not 1 year after, it was like maybe 4 years after the first knee replacement. I was going to lose all this weight after that surgery, after my knee replacement the first time, and it never happened. So about 4 years after that, the other knee, the left knee started going. The right knee was replaced. The left knee started going bad, and so I, within a year, less than a year, the knee started going bad, and then it was bad. Oh yeah, yeah. So when then I was told I had to have my left knee replaced. I had a different doctor. She said, Jack's just laughing at something. She said, I am not going to do this until you lose at least 100 pounds. And I couldn't walk. I was in a mobility chair. I couldn't walk. It was bad. And so in that one day when she said, I'm not doing it till you lose all the weight. Because the first doctor that I had wouldn't do it, and then the first knee, and then I found a doctor who would. It wasn't the right thing to do, but that's what I did. So she said, I'm not doing it. So I went through every emotion in one day, and I said, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm so done. So I was like 330 pounds. I'm done. So I immediately, my life changed that day. Literally, my life changed in one day. I was done. I was done feeling horrible. I was done being in so much pain. I was done. And I cut back. I started going to the meetings for the surgery. I cut back on my food portions. I cut back, like, I started eating less than half of what I was eating. I followed there was a modified, a diet that they used for when you get close to surgery. And there's a modified diet like that. I started following that to the T. And, like, eating cream of wheat, and everything. It was just with the protein powder and all that. And I did. Not the first time in my life. Won't be the last time, probably, unfortunately. And so, that was it. And literally, that's the way the weight went for me. I will never, ever go back to where I was. Never. I'm done. So I lost 55 pounds before surgery. Had the surgery, very successful. Have just, could I lose more? Sure I could. Am I okay? I'm totally okay with where I am. I need to have my belly stuff removed because it's an issue. But I'd like to lose maybe 10 or 20 pounds. If I don't, I don't. It's not a big deal. If I can get this belly stuff removed, that'll be like 20 pounds right there. So, wanting to lose another 10 or 20 pounds is, why is this so heavy? Oh, they're nails. I don't know why I have that in here. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know if you have that problem, but it's bad. The excess skin that has just sagged, it's really bad. And it causes a lot of problems. So, but literally, yeah, it will be like 20 pounds. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I have one sister and two brothers, and I'm the only one who is not had the problem. Yeah. So my thing was that, and I ate for many different reasons, lots of issues, and now I don't use food. I buy things. I guess that's what I use now. Maybe that's why I have so much stuff. It is. I know it is, because when I get stressed, I like to go shopping. I like to go to the pound. So, anyways, I don't know where I was going with this, but anyways. Oh, two brothers, a sister. I'll get it. No, I won't get it. Yeah. So it was. Oh, I know where I was going. Um. Oh my gosh. That's awful. I do know where I was going. So I used to say, I am never having, hello. I am, Dana, but unfortunately the bulk of what I have is, but I'm working at it. Things are going to change, and I am working at getting better, and doing what I need to do. So that's all that matters right now. Yes, I do make, I do well, but it's, you gotta, there's a happy medium, and I'm not there. So what I was saying was, I said, I'm never gonna have that weight loss surgery. Never, never, never. Because it's not normal to eat this much. It's not normal. And so once I just said, I'm having surgery, I don't care, whatever. Is it normal to eat this much? For some people, sure. For some people, athletes or whatever, for some people it is. Is it normal to eat this much? For some people, it is. For me, it's normal to eat this much. So I eat that much several times a day. It is what it is. Aw. Wait. You're local? Waltham, Mass? Did I know that? I'm in New Hampshire. Did I know that? I don't remember. I might have known that, but I'm in New Hampshire. If you're in Waltham, I'm not very far from Waltham. You know. I didn't know. Maybe I knew, but I forgot. Oh my gosh. That's too crazy. You know what? I will go see you if you would like. That would be fun. We could get together and chit chat. I would love that if you would love that. I don't know if a lot of things, unfortunately, my mind is, oh my gosh, like Bedford's like, that's the Bedford is where the CVS that has the good CVS. That's where I go for the dumpster dive. That's like the best CVS, the one in Bedford. They throw away such good stuff. It's unbelievable. Okay, so we went there, Ruth and I, and there were like Slim Fast protein drinks, okay, which really is good for Jack was going to try to do the weight loss thing too. He has been, but the surgery. And so we need extra protein. Protein drinks. Some of them don't expire till December. Some of them expire like September. Expired September. Some of them, yes, we're much older. Expire is best by date. You use that very loosely. And so, oh my gosh, we got maybe, I don't know if it was in the video. I don't even know if it shows how many we got. Like 20 cartons of that, 4 and 6 in each one. All that, the snacks, but you know what? I give a lot of that to my daughters or whatever, and also, yes, I do eat some of it. Obviously, I do. But we put it. We don't have like a part of the basement. We don't go down there, and so we put it in. In that part of the basement. And you know what? If I don't see it, I won't go down there to get it. I don't really care. Yeah, that's okay. I know. I keep my viewers keep going up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't know if that's neat. Look at this thing. I love this thing too. This is silly, but look at. Okay. Here we go. Gonna put it on. My fur vest. I was gonna like sell it, and I was like, no, it's kind of neat. Yes. Right, and they can't, which I get, and they can't donate. They can't donate like to a food pantry something that's expired. I believe, probably. Some of the stuff was way expired, but I get it. I get the food stuff. I totally get the food stuff. Why they can't. I have to try stuff on because I'm getting rid of stuff. But I don't get the brand new craft stuff. So, this is not good for me. Ouch. The Michaels over. I don't know. It's gonna be right there. That's okay. I just appreciate you being here and the chit chat that I'm getting, which is really awesome. Oh, this is cute. Needs to be washed. So, but yeah. So I went to another Michaels. Or the Michaels that has all the grab bags all the time, and so they. I saw this at one Michael's, but they destroyed it all. There's it's Wilton stuff, Wilton cake decorating stuff, and it's a certain line of stuff, and all the stores have thrown it away. I don't know why. It's like really colorful. That's cute. I'm keeping that. Really colorful, like cupcake liners, and then they have like the cake decorating sets, and I forget the brand of it. Besides Wilton, I forget the other name that it's under, and they have like aprons and like gift packs. So one store that I went to, one Michael's, destroyed it all. So one store destroyed it all. Another store, like, literally, like, took it out of the package and messed it all up. Yeah, I love that jacket. It's an Old Navy jacket. It's got, it's, like, all nice and fur-lined. It's Old Navy. I'm sure I got that at the pound, too. I don't buy anything at the stores anymore. I think this is a sale item. So, the other store, so the first store had literally taken stuff out of the packages, like even the cake pans, they destroyed them, everything. The second store I went to had tons of it. They put it in trash bags and they dumped paint in it. So now that kind of stuff. Okay, I get, like I said, I get the food, okay, because they can't do that. Look at these. I got these. I got these at in the Old Navy dumpster. They still have this thing on it. Nothing wrong with them. So Jack will take that off. There's a way to take it off. I mean, it doesn't have ink in it. They say they have ink in them, but they don't. So we can just pop that off. And I have a pair of pants. So, why destroy? I don't know. Well, they don't want people, going into the dumpster. So, okay, now, like Bed Bath & Beyond sprays, just sprays things, okay? So, Old Navy, yeah, sometimes, not very often, but sometimes, man, I get good deals there in their dumpster. So, okay, Bed Bath & Beyond used to just do like a spray, and you could just clean that off, no problem. This was like a whole thing of like, acrylic paint, like one of those little tubes, all inside the bag and mushed it up. So these were all, obviously brand new items, everything. I was able to salvage a few things, not very much, but a few things. And, okay, I get it, why they donate it, because it's financially more money for them to take it as a loss, because they can write off and get 100% write off, than it is to, that's a hair sticking up. It's really bugging me. So it's a better 100% write-off versus if they say they donate it. Like, they could have donated that to a women's shelter and all that stuff. I couldn't salvage enough of it to really, I only was able to get a little bit. And so they just destroy. Now, they were like these $50, $60 cake decorating sets, okay? In these big boxes, there was 3 cake pans, the fondant, everything you needed to get started with cake decorating. Um, stuff. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff is literally cut like that here too. Bed Bath & Beyond now cuts their cords and all that stuff, and smashes glass, and it's sick. It doesn't need to happen. This country is so wasteful, so wasteful. It is. It's you know, before it was hard for me. Like I wanted to go every day to try to save as much stuff as I could. That was part of the problem, but it's like why? Like I remember like going to Staples and like after like this time of year, like a month or so after school started, they dumped all their school supplies. I that stuff I would grab up and I would donate that to schools. I donated a lot of stuff like that to schools, tons and tons, notebooks and pencil holders, everything you can think of, gone, dumped. And they didn't destroy it at the time. They weren't destroying stuff. Now that it's more more publicized about dumpster diving, I think that the stores are like, oh, we can't have people going in our dumpsters, which legally, okay, if somebody gets hurt, who would sue? People would, I guess, but whatever. So it is just ridiculous how wasteful this country is, and how it all adds up to why things cost so much, and why things, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Like, okay, I'm going to go off on another little tangent about things costing so much. So Jack has a medication that he has to take on a daily basis. It's a cancer medication. And so he recently, within the past 6 months to a year, had to switch because his other medication wasn't working. The cancer was starting to flare up again. So he went on to this new medication. And okay, thanks so much. Let me know if you want to send me an email, scraplady530@gmail.com. If you ever want me to go visit, let me know. Scraplady530@gmail.com. Let me know. I'm really glad that you came on. I'm really glad that you did. So anyways, he has this medication he has to take every day. And so the he has to buy his own health insurance because he went on to he couldn't work anymore, had to go on disability, but didn't qualify for Medicare. So bought his own insurance, and so this medication was very expensive. He has like an out-of-pocket maximum on his insurance, and so when he first started on this medication, he just got the insurance, and they said that'll be $6,000 for your monthly medication, and he's like, what? No, I don't think I can do that. So, come to find out, the $6,000 was because that's his out-of-pocket maximum. So that would have covered, picked up all that. So, anyways, that's not how much this medication is. He looked at his bill, not bill, but he looked at the paperwork from the insurance company, that the explanation of benefits. So he was getting it through Dana-Farber, and it was $11,000 a month through them. There is a program that pays that, so he doesn't. They paid his out-of-pocket maximum, so now his insurance covers it. Yep. So now, hi, Linda, how are you? So now his insurance is going through CVS Caremark, and it is $19,000 a month through CVS Caremark. That's how much they charge the insurance. $19,000 a month for one medication. Okay, so why is the cost of healthcare through the roof? Why $19,000? Does this medication really, really cost $19,000 a month to make. Really? How? I don't get it. I don't get it. How can they justify 19? How can they do that? And what does the insurance pay? I don't really know. I don't know what the insurance pays, what that, whole thing is. I just, so for some people, Jack was fortunate that the drug company actually had a program that they helped him, pay that cost for his insurance, so he didn't have to pay it. Why does the drug company help? Well, how can they afford to do that? Because it really doesn't cost them that much. This is coming from the drug company who manufactures this medication. They have a program for, to help fund this. And yeah. And you know what? That's what we need. I'm sorry, but I believe in socialized medicine. I know there's issues with it, but holy moly, there's issues with our system. That the insurance company. I worked for an insurance company, and I had to quit because I was a customer service rep. I had to quit because morally, I could not do what they were telling me to do. I couldn't do it. Morally, it was against everything. I could not. They didn't want you to help people. I would get in trouble all the time because I was suggesting people. I was dealing with a lot of people that had supplemental policies to their Medicare, paying $200 a month for a supplemental policy, and I got in trouble for telling them. This was way back when Walmart started doing the $4 prescriptions. I would say, you know what? Don't go through the insurance. Ask your doctor to write a new prescription. Check out, see if Walmart has that $4 medication on your list. If you can go to a, generic. And I got in trouble for telling people that they shouldn't be using their insurance, that they should, to pay the high cost and then go into the donut hole and all this other stuff. I got in trouble for that. I got in trouble for so many things trying to help people save money and do what needed to be done. I ended up quitting because I couldn't, and every call is monitored, and they say, you can't tell them that, you can't tell them that. And this wasn't like, I was just, making suggestions. Well, maybe, you should call your doctor and see if, whatever. Or you're spending too much time with people on the phone. You can't spend that much time. Your calls can only be this long. It's like if somebody's having an issue with their insurance, I'm going to investigate it and find, no, you can't do that. You just have to tell them, nothing we can do, and go on. Really? Yeah. So, insurance companies, I'm telling you, it's sad. It's very, very sad for the premiums, even if you don't buy your own health insurance. Now, even if you have it through a group, through your work or whatever, it's it's too expensive. It's so expensive. Families, are even, both parents working their insurance rates, and then they have deductibles and co-pays, and I could go on. It's sickening, and it's not right. And then they're still not getting the care that they need because they still can't afford it, even if they have insurance. And then you get all the people who don't have insurance, who choose not to buy insurance because of the cost, and then they go to the emergency room because they have a cold or they have this, because they can't have a primary care doctor if they don't have insurance because they can't pay for the thing. So they go to the emergency room, and they can't pay for their bill anyways, but the emergency room has to treat them. I'm not dissing the people that do that. It's abusing the system. Sure, it's abusing, but whatever. I'm dissing this whole healthcare system. And it's just, yeah. And then you probably have crazy co-pays and things like that. I know. When I worked for the insurance company, again, a supplemental policy for an elderly. My parents, they have their regular Medicare, but then they have a supplemental, because when you're older, I have Medicare, but I don't have a supplemental because I don't need the extra. If I go into a nursing home, if you're older, you need to have the supplemental because your income, you can't pay the the extra, the copays. But it's $200 a person a month. It does, and it's $200 a person. So my parents pay over $400, 200 some dollars. They pay over $400 just for their supplemental policy, and then they pay for Medicare 120 something dollars a person. So that's four, five, $650 in to $700 just in insurance, health insurance, a month, just in health insurance. And it's like, but if they didn't have the supplemental, you know, everything, all their copays and all that, they would all they still have to pay 20%, and there's still like a lot of stuff, and so their costs would be, and then again, they're not paying necessarily for what they're using they're paying for the future. When nursing home is not a choice, then the insurance is going to cover so much of that. I mean, you have to go on Medicaid, but it's either way, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. I have to change my insurance coming up because I have a Medicare, what's it called? I forget. The word left me. But anyways, it's not a traditional Medicare plan. But I'm finding that my it has a lot of good benefits to the plan, but I'm finding that my specialist copays are $50, and I see a lot of specialists at this point, and I can't do it. You know what I mean? It's so much. The thing that was good about this plan was that on the regular Medicare, I would have paid for hospital stays. Like for each hospital stay, I think you pay like a little over $1,000, and that renews every 3 months. And so I happened to have been in the hospital a couple of times. This one, with this plan, I paid like $100 and something a day. So I didn't have to pay that $1,000. And with these hospital stays that I've had, I would have had to pay $1,000 each time. This way, I only paid like a few $100s, a couple $100 each time. Because I was in the hospital like 2-3 days. So that benefited me quite a bit. And the cost is good. And the prescription coverage is really good that I have. But the $50 copays, I can't, that's too much for specialist visits for me at this point. And again, I happen to be seeing a lot of specialists. So, anyways, I have no idea. What time is it? I think I'm going to have to get going. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Look at that. So, yeah, that's my... How long have I been on here? Does it say? Let's see. Oh, almost 2 hours. Yeah, so I'm going to get going because I'm kind of like limited right now to doing stuff right here, and I need to do stuff over there. So I really appreciate you guys so much. This was just like a spur of the moment. I so appreciate you guys for coming on, for chit-chatting with me, for just being you. And it really means a lot to me. So thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great Sunday. One more day till for the weekend, but for me, every day is a weekend, I guess. Anyways, so tomorrow I do my flea market with Ruth, and we should be doing on our Search, Save, and Salvage team. We'll probably be doing a little chit-chat video over there. So thank you everyone for your support again. Really appreciate you guys, and have a great rest of the day and a great Sunday. Bye, everyone.